what's in here. Oh, yep, Darkspawn. There it is.
It's blight. Even worse than in the forest.
No. You okay? What happened here?
Keep them inside. Listen to the mayor.
Hello?
I don't think he can hear us.
We'll
Jesus.
be rewarded. All of us. Everyone has to stay. No, you can't leave.
Hey, can you hear me?
Just stay here, and everything will be fine.
Someone used powerful magic to dominate the minds of these villagers.
Yeah, Dragon Age used to be dark, but now it doesn't let you have dark stuff.
Let's see what we can find. Fan out.
I say as innocent civilians sink into a morass of
Look at that.
light and vile, becoming enchanted by delusions overwhelming the pain as their bodies are eroded.
This blight
Sure.
is weird.
Ever seen anything like it?
Never. Blight's usually dead, static, but this is alive.
What was that?
Something big. Stay sharp.
Over there. 2 more survivors.
Hey, what's going on here?
Find the veil jumpers. Bring them to the mayor.
They're talking about Jahel and Milva.
They said bring them to the mayor. If we find the mayor, then maybe we'll find your friends.
Why were they looking for veil jumpers? What did the mayor want with them?
Like, I understand, like, some people prefer when Dragon Age used to let you, like, be the bad guy. Like, in Origins, you could be a really bad person.
Look,
In
more people.
2, you could be a pretty bad person. In Inquisition, you, like, the worst you could do is be an
Must
obnoxious
get them
blowhard.
inside.
So I feel like the fact that Dragon Age has been doing the same, like, that same restriction on what you are allowed to do for, like, 10 years kind of takes some of the wind out of the sails of that particular critique. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Also, like, you know, I mean, I haven't gotten that deep into the game. But, you know, I can't declaratively say whether you're allowed to be as bad as in the previous games or not, but...
Milva!
That's one of your fellow veil jumpers? Laura!
Jahel! He's alive!
He's got the taint in him, though.
Bellara,
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
no, listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight. The villagers, they said they needed power. Bellara, be careful.
Help me, anyone!
What's up with the coins? Camera keeps cutting to the coins.
Come on, that sounds close.
What's going on with the coins? Why is there a trail of coins? What's up with the coins?
Help
Archdemon? Question mark?
No, please.
Hey!
Fresh blood.
Gilhanan.
Hungry heart. Creature, come to me.
Gilhanan. Laney. G unit. So that's one of the Evaners. I want to pet the dragon. That dragon's a bad dragon. I know a lady who turns into a dragon.
I know you. You're the mayor of this town.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
They were in my head. Infecting my thoughts. They made me do it. Please.
I'm getting big like
me.
flood vibes from Halo.
You're not going anywhere until I get the full story.
I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods told me to lure the Veil Jumpers to the center of town. The others.
But why
were to be
friend-shaped?
rounded
Not
up and
friend-shaped.
kept safe.
Mean-shaped.
They
Rude-shaped.
would be the first to witness
Evil-shaped.
the glory of Gilanane's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
So you brought the Veil Jumpers to the middle of town.
For a blood sacrifice.
Because the gods needed power.
Did you know what the gods would do?
The Veil Jumpers, they were just strangers. I thought if they were taken first, everyone else might be spared.
So you did know.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The blight. Everywhere. What if the dragon comes back?
If we let you go, you'll run straight back to the gods.
They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook?
You can literally let him be consumed by this gross-ass darkspawn blight. It's crazy that people said that. It's crazy that people said that you can't do bad things. Oh my god. People are so delusional. Holy shit. Every time we get to a new scene in this game, I'm just astonished by how wrong so many people were about it. Jesus. It's like they're seeing what they want to see. No, yeah, it's all HR, human resources, you know. I'm always killing people in human resources meetings. You know. We gotta save him, right? Feels like the right thing to do.
Let's get him out of
But
here.
Lara disapproves.
What?
Hey,
This entire village is
it's
dead
not.
because
Yeah,
of him.
it's not my job to
I know.
sentence him.
Then why spare him?
We don't kill people. Not like this. We're not murderers. We're not like the gods.
Thank you.
I didn't ask for your gratitude.
Then, if I may offer some advice, steel yourself. I felt their power. The promises they make, it's irresistible.
Then try harder next time. Don't make me regret
Try
saving
harder
you.
next time.
Yes, of course. But you should be worried about the rest of the world. Or this will be our future.
Yeah, how do we stop there from being more of this?
The Fade had opened, and the gods were free.
This is
Thanks to
just like
Solus,
Dragon Age 2
They'd
with the
woken
Varric
up to find their
narrations.
empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to tap more of the Blight, all of it, to rebuild their empire. as a path
Oh my
to
God.
power, it had its costs. And everyone would pay for it.
What if there's a big reveal at the end of the game and it turns out that Varric is talking to somebody? Wouldn't that be cool? Bird. Morrigan. Uh-huh. Yep,
I
knew
dare
it.
say it was a show of force.
Knew it.
They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful, cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
This is the lady who can turn into a dragon, by the way.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a
Oh.
pleasure to see you again.
Beauty pies.
Rook, this is Morrigan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solus.
'Twas both pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
That sounds bad. Glad for your help. Or no, push. More. Who are you? Yeah, who are you, lady? Tell us.
Who are you exactly?
I have borne many appellations. Advisor to Orle, Witch of the Wilds, friend to the Inquisition.
Mythal.
My place here, however, is but a humble advisor on matters arcane.
Witch of the Wilds?
Is she Mythal?
An honorific.
She works for
born of
Mythal.
rumor and exaggeration. The fearsome reputations of your opponents, however, are duly earned. This dark turn of events shall only become worse.
Well, thank you.
Then I look forward to your help.
How refreshing. Your cooperative nature is appreciated in return.
What can you tell us about all this?
As dangerous as Solus himself may be, his imprisonment of the gods was just. To leave them unchecked would have been the very end of Thedas.
Just to be clear, you know your old friend Solus is actually the Dreadwolf?
So I have come to learn. It rather explains how he knew such a great deal of ancient elven history, and why he became so vexed when I attempted to explain it to him. Whilst I cannot claim the same depth of knowledge, the knowledge I do possess is yours for the asking.
I hope it helps. For all we know, the entire world will look like Demetus Crossing once the gods are through.
This is our fault. When we interrupted Solus's ritual, the gods escaped.
Would those feelings not be better used to put things right?
But how?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own.
Like
When you
Corypheus.
interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had
Art
a dagger,
Olympus.
but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your hands than those of the gods.
Okay, we get a dagger.
Is there anything else Solus might have had that could help us? We're in his, well, he calls it the lighthouse.
Ah, yes, the legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Eluvian, the Viravas, could travel to any other Eluvian of his choosing.
That's not how it works right now. It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it even. I know Alluvians better than most.
As does
Any help
Morrigan.
you can offer, we'd appreciate.
Oh, I wish we could meet Meryl. She was working on an
Alluvians even work
Illuvian.
the same way. All the magic is different now.
Can't wait for more characters
Our
from the
gods
previous
are
games to come back. We've already met
Our gods.
3.
And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
None of us can do this alone, but we can stop them together.
Yeah, so I gotta say, so far, really good impressions of the combat in this game. It seems very deep. It seems very creative. That's what I want to see. You know, in different ways, obviously, than like Origins or Inquisition. Actually, I'd say it's more like the Inquisition combat. It's definitely different from Origins for sure. I think people look at that and they go, oh my god, it's the Origins. Origins is the first one. That means it's the template. But I don't know. I like when the game is deviated. Okay, sorry, I should not have scratched my nose there. That's my bad. I think the Elden player in me would know that, not to do that in combat. There's a finisher move? This game has everything. What the hell? This game has everything. Let's try that quick recovery. Wait, does the
Behind you.
light? Oh, that's not fun. Oh my god. Hell no. Okay, hang on, I got something for this. Yeah, Mortismo Gaming liking this makes a lot of sense to me. When I was watching his review, I was really confused because a lot of the people reviewing the combat in the game seemed like they really did not like it. And my assumption was, oh, if you really like that kind of, if you really like combat from those types of RPGs, then you wouldn't like this one. But
Did you find
it seems
the
like he
dagger?
really did. In fact, I think
don't
he said
think
it's
these
the
dark
best
ones
Dragon
took it.
Age game.
Let's keep looking.
Take the thing. No, we should take it. Don't. Let Age.
Lyrium.
Harding?
Harding!
This is the eternal hymn, the prayer and the proclamation. Is to know. I am. We are free again. Whole again. Here again. Here again.
You are now a normal rat.
Harding!
Yo, thank you. Thank you for the raid.
I can hear it.
What is going on?
Stone. What is happening to me? What the?
Well.
Are you moving those rocks?
I don't know. I don't know how to control it.
Primers and detonators, right. Sure.
I'm ready. Let's go.
If we can hit him with the time slow.
Take your shot.
On the left.
Damn, that's so good.
With their eyes on the Dreadwolf and the gods he'd set loose, they couldn't see their own personal demons coming to haunt them. Harding told herself it felt right. She was connected to the stone, to the lost titans and all of dwarven history with its buried secrets. How could that be anything but good?
Oh, a Titan. That's gonna be a problem.
Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look at it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done.
Gender identity options. That's really sweet. I like that they put that there. That's so sweet.
There she is. The woman I knew I was. I did the work, I stuck with it, and now I get to see her every time I look in the mirror.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello,
Asshole.
Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. Did I overstate the danger?
No, it appears to be just about as bad as you said.
How unfortunate for you.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
I stopped you, didn't I?
You disrupted the ritual.
Yeah, I did. Even though I'm nowhere near as powerful as you.
Your plan is to tell me how powerful you aren't?
I meant Varric when he asked the Shadow Dragons for help with freeing an old friend from Venatori's slavers. The Shadow Dragons had a safe plan that wasn't going to work.
So you and Varric led an armed rebellion and dealt a devastating blow to the Venatori.
How do you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that powerful opposition doesn't frighten me. I find a way to get the job done, whatever it takes.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The elven gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
How do we stop them?
What would they need to do to free the Blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
I'm not going to bend a knee to blighted, murdering monsters just because their ears are pointed like mine. I don't think many other elves are going to either.
Agreed. Algernon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, They will lead you to Elganan and Gillenane.
Thank you.
He is helping me.
I'll go poke
I feel
at the
grateful.
cruel and corrupt, and we'll see what we find.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet. We've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes. I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
This is really making me like Solus even more than I already did. Yeah, okay. So, we have 3 companions here. But we can only have 2 with us at any given time, which is 1 less than before. Which makes it feel like the party banter is not as populated as it could be. And that was always my favorite thing about going on adventures in the open world of like Inquisition.
Continue the assault.
Is the way that like your party members would always be like beefing with each other.
The Fade Tear.
That always made
That's
me
where they're
laugh.
breaking through.
Another thing I
talk
feel pretty
business
strongly
when we
about with this
arrive.
game is like, I feel like it's better for the, I don't know, I like more, and it's still the case, the Kunari still look unique. Everybody complained about the Kunari. I don't think the Kunari are a problem. For me, the weird thing about this game is the elves have kind of gone back from their Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition designs where they look all lanky and alien, and I always really liked that about the elves.
reached a stalemate in their war with Tevinter.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the story of this game is like, it's very, it feels very
We have
linear.
arrived.
It's branching, but it feels very much like I'm kind of being like, I'm kind of on a tour through the world. It's good, don't get me wrong. Like, a lot of the people saying shit about this game are wrong, in my opinion. But I do feel like that thing that would happen with Origins a lot,
This is Rook.
where
Did you
you would
want
be
a
like
drink?
playing
I
and
promise not to let Viago near it.
like you choose to go to a certain location and you show up and then you get a cutscene that introduces you to like a random like NPC who tells you something about the area,
An honor.
and then you can optionally initiate a bunch of dialogue about it to find out more, and then walk around among other NPCs and kind of do the same thing and like listen to them
My
and talk to
target
them
is a
over and
pair
over
of
again as
elven
much as you
gods,
want.
or that's what they
Like
call
that
themselves.
feels like it's a
They're
very
ancient
creative
blighted
endeavor
mages.
that's kind of
My
absent from
detective
this.
says you have
Dude, my
men
character
brought
looks
blood
so
mages
good.
and
The
Venatori
people
to
hating on
release.
this character creator,
Lucanis,
they're crazy.
my
I'm
grandson,
super sorry. It
They
looks
called
really
him
really
the
good.
demon of
The only thing about it that I don't like
was the
is
one
that
who
it
did
feels like
the
the elves
jobs.
kind of look like smaller humans with ears. And slightly more angular features. They look like elf cosplayers, I guess, is like when you go to conventions and you see like different fantasy series have like people dressed up as like elves. They add on the ears and they have like the elf looking outfits and stuff or makeup, but ultimately they're of human proportions more or less. That's elf cosplayers sounds really rude. I don't mean it in like to like denigrate it, but they do kind of look like elf humans, you know? A lot like the elves from Origins kind of did. Like they looked like pointy humans. What is the catch?
Exactly who we're after.
Except Lucanis de la Morte is dead. He was killed a year ago.
what I say doesn't leave this room. The body our people brought back was not my grandson. It was dressed in his clothing, but it had been altered with blood magic to have his face.
My cousin is still alive? And you didn't think to tell me? His ship was attacked. We knew someone sold him out. So you kept your suspicions to yourself.
But you've brought it up now. Why?
I've had eyes on the Venatori ever since they took my grandson.
Might be the open
from
world
me.
fatigue. They decided to
were
make it more
hunting
linear.
your
The
God
crazy
wolf.
thing is, like,
And what you did to his ritual through them.
it would have been
into
really
disarray.
hard for them to make this game like Inquisition.
They made mistakes.
And I
now
think
have
people
an
would have felt like it was an Inquisition
The
clone
old
if they, if like
where
the
the demon
Veilguard was just
Tyranny was kept.
the Inquisition Part 2, you know?
Find this ossuary. Free Lucanis.
So I wouldn't
You'll
mind
have
if
your God killer.
I don't mind that it's more
And then
linear.
my
I do wish there were more like quiet moments where like let's see what happens here. We'll just use a live example, and we'll see if this works or if it doesn't. Like immediately, here we go. Immediately we're like following a character and escorting them.
Boat?
If this was any of the other Dragon Age games, we would still be in that room, and I would be able to initiate more dialogue with them or leave. You know?
Ossuary lies beneath the sea. A fact I learned mere minutes ago.
Under the
And what that means is that a lot of these,
just great.
like, we have to walk and talk a lot, basically, in this
You're
type
not
of video
happy
game design.
Katarina kept this from you.
I don't think it's
Be
bad
Lucanis
design, but
is
I definitely
family.
prefer the other way
Maybe she
around,
thought I'd act too
especially for an
rash if it
RPG.
meant saving him. And now,
You know?
who can say if he's even
Like,
still
people can talk
alive?
shit about Skyrim or Oblivion or whatever the hell they want, you know? Oh, Bethesda's writing is this,
You
Bethesda's
take
writing
the
is
boat.
that.
I'll make sure.
Listen, man, you can walk around and just ask people questions in those games, you know?
Are you coming with
Like
us?
we just kind of did like a walk and talk in between
If one of
cutscenes
us
here,
vanished from the dock,
you know?
you play the alluring hero.
Not that that's not that that's always bad. It's not, but
I have a better chance of
it feels like
distracting their
that's the
interest.
pacing of this game, you know? I don't think it's like bad writing. I think it's like almost like a it's a design choice with how you initiate NPC dialogue and how you design your levels, basically. Because if you're thinking about how a game like this would be made, you'd be designing your levels to be navigated,
So how do we get
and then that would be conducive to specifically this type of like story structure. So people can say it's a writing problem, but I don't think that really addresses the cause of it. It's not a writing problem as such. It's a problem you notice in the writing, air quotes problem. You know what I mean? Specifically because of the design of the levels. I would love
Someone
more,
or
more
something
open-ended hub
more
locations, just a more open-ended world. You know,
That's good or bad.
I like that in
Well, we-
RPG.
We have a demon defined.
I'm trying to think of an
Any ideas?
RPG that I like that doesn't do that actually, and like as in like really like I would go back and play it all the time, because I play the Elder Scrolls a lot. I play Dragon Age a lot. Even Mass Effect is this exact same way. Like a lot of your dialogue is initiated through cutscenes,
This doesn't look
but
like
you're the one initiating it, and you can take it further all the time. So like, a couple people have said this game is kind of like if Dragon Age was a little bit more like Mass Effect. Totally see where they're coming from with that. Not denigrating that perspective at all. But I do also kind of feel like this is... It's like if Mass Effect but streamlined. Like it feels very like streamlined level design.
We're not going that way.
I would love to know more about the development cycle of this game, because I think it's very
That
interesting
seems real safe.
that it feels like they... Oh wow, I almost just straight up walked off the edge.
Underwater. If the enchantments containing this place ever failed,
Are we sure we want to do this, Rook?
Yes,
The NCO
Harding,
pros
I'm
aren't
sure.
Really known for being loyal or helpful. They're mostly known for killing.
But you didn't know
That's what we
Zevron.
need, though.
See, like this. Like this is like Uncharted style, like gameplay. You know? And I like the traversal. I think it's a huge upgrade. I love stuff like this. When they did like little things like that in Inquisition, it was such a breath of fresh air. Oh my god, it was so nice. To not like be standing next to like a small fence, like an object like this and be unable to like step on it or jump on it. On an Inquisition, you could sometimes walk on stuff like this, and you could do a very basic jump. But what you didn't have like is like jump attacks. That's a jump attack. There's another jump attack. You didn't have that. That's pretty cool. So there's so many like little I don't want to say improvements, because I don't think like not having them is like bad design, but there's so many little upgrades in this game, you know? Can enter that cell. Let's look around first. I want to do a little bit more level exploration, because I feel like it's almost kind of bad faith to complain about not getting enough level exploration without doing the level like not the thing not being open enough, and then you're just not exploring, you know? Like that's some Feeble King shit. I hate that guy's videos so much. Also known as the biggest Dark Souls 2 hater, also known as the biggest... I don't know if he's like the biggest fibber when it comes to Dark Souls 2. Mauler's pretty bad, but he is up there.
You don't have to fight. We're just here for Lucanis de la Morte.
That
Get ready.
video where he's like, Dark Souls vanilla was good and Scholar ruined it or whatever, is legitimately one of the most deceptive. Yo, Mr. Wings. All right, take him out. He's tough.
You're the reason we're here.
Rook is giving me Hawk vibes in this game.
Who sent you?
My name's Rook. Katerina sent me.
Katerina. But you're not a crow.
And you're not human.
And you're possessed by a demon.
It's complicated.
Katerina promised us Mage Killer if we broke you out of here.
I can still work.
Good. Because I'm pretty sure more Venatori are on their way. We have to get moving.
They have a vial of my blood. They can use it to control me. I cannot leave it in their hands.
They have his phylactery. Okay.
And I had a contract when I was captured. One of my targets is here. Caliban.
Okay.
Crows don't break contracts.
Yes, the famous Crow contracts. So you want a prison break, a blood heist, and assassination help just to get you out of here.
I'll owe you.
I'm sure we'll owe each
Oh,
other before this
we
is
put
all
him on
over.
edge.
Let's go. So, first order of business.
As someone who played vanilla DS2, it definitely has its own problems. I mean, if somebody told me DS2 is their least favorite Dark Souls game, or if they told me they played it and they didn't like it, or even, I'm sure, a bunch of things even more extreme than anything you would say to me, I would still understand. But the thing about, like, Feeble King with that video is bro was just straight up lying. He said a bunch of stuff that was not true. He really egregiously misrepresented it. A fact, did I just knock that? I just knocked that person off the edge. Okay, yeah. Wait, can I do it again? Do it again. I did it again. Yeah, we're kind of chill like that. Theme. We're now tickled by fire.
All right. One of them has a key.
Nice.
This is a big place. Where would they keep vials of blood?
Caliban keeps it under guard. Blood is the only
Oh, neat.
thing that can
There's a
bind
chest
the
over here.
demon. If they lose it,
Then it's chaos.
Neat. I do like little things, like you guys saw pretty evidently when we played last night. There's a lot of little things like that in the level design where you, if you look behind a wall or you break like a box or something, you'll find something back there. And I think that's really cool because it definitely incentivizes checking, you know?
they didn't all start out as demons. Zara made sure they ended up that way.
It's like when you play a From Software game and you check a random building and there's an NPC in there, and you check another building and there's a set of armor in there, and then you start going, oh, okay, I need to check all these buildings at least once. I like this guy. I like his vibe. You know? Having a really diverse set of personalities in the party is really important. Which is another thing I don't like about the 3-person party from the 4-person party. It's even something I don't like about Mass Effect, is that when you play Dragon Age and you have a great time, and then you go and, oh, I want to play Mass Effect because I'm in a BioWare mood. You know, it's good, but there's less banter, and the real ones love the banter. You know, maybe other people don't like the banter. I was the kind of person who was always like, I want to listen to what my party members have to say in the elevators to each other. That's just the vibe. A lot of people complained about that when those games were coming out, but you know what? It became a hallmark of them. It's like that one quote from, who's the comedian? Reggie Watts. Who's the comedian? Wow, what a specific-ass question. Reggie Watts did a half talk, half stand-up special. And he specifically, he said something about the genre of 8-bit music, and he had this quote. Your latest video just hit 7K views. Yeah, I saw that earlier. That was pretty cool. That's encouraged me to do more Dragon Age content on the main channel. I know that it's because it's political and people really want me to do political stuff. I'd hate to disappoint them, but I'm gonna have to some more in the future. Although, to be fair, all of the retrospectives, if it's got retrospective in the title, it's gonna have some kind of artistic or social or political commentary or something, some kind of philosophical angle or whatever.
It's for blood magic to control me and the demon. Until it's gone, I cannot touch Caliban.
You know what? Actually, I just realized this game has a ton of settings. I bet I can toggle the volume. Yeah, check this out. What if we go SFX volume 50%, music volume 50%, and then I turn it back up. Is that okay? Will that be all right? Okay, we're gonna try it at this volume, and you guys can tell me whether I'm still that much quieter. Want more art, culture, and lesbian videos? The next video is about lesbianism in Dragon Age. The very next upload is going to be about that. I've almost finished the script, and then it'll be a simple process to record and edit it. I need to capture a little bit more footage from Inquisition. The occasional politics video is nice, but they're honestly not good for you to be watching 24/7, and even worse, to be making every day as a creator. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, let me know if... Keep me updated. I'll keep checking chat. You guys can keep me updated on how the sound comes across. I was just getting frustrated because this microphone has some very real limitations. You can hear it in the audio of the new video, where I'm genuinely getting frustrated at the slight distortions on the audio. That shit bothers me a lot, because then it means that I have to hear it in my own voice when I listen back. I don't like my voice. It actually bothers me a lot, for gender reasons. I like that this playstyle that we've got going on kind of lets us do a halfway between rogue and mage, which is nice. I haven't really used the staff at all. I don't like how slow it is. This is almost... This is some Kingdoms of Amalur shit, dude. Where you have a different weapon set for light attacks and heavy attacks. You have a fast weapon and a slow weapon. That's what I did in Kingdoms of Amalur when I played mage there. I was a Dulcafar wizard, pure mage. One of the best ways to play. It's awesome to walk into a room and just smash him with a meteor.
Calavan, you said he's the one in charge?
No, he's a lackey. He runs this place for a powerful magister. He was my target a year ago. Now we both want him dead.
We meaning?
Demons don't forgive.
I like how this guy is like, what if Zevran was also Anders? It's an interesting character concept to play around with. Actually, a lot of these characters kind of, with their writing, harken back to earlier characters so far, if you really think about it. Like, Harding to me sort of reminds me of Liliana a bit.
What kind of demons are these?
Then why this place exists? This is what
Liliana's like
success
got a
looks
very
like.
religious mindset.
I feel a blessing.
If I hit this one. I think Harding comes off more like Varric. Like maybe she has like spiritual beliefs, but oh my god. Whoa. Whoa. None of that. None of that. Jesus. Yeah, I'd like to see you. Oh, you are gonna walk over to me. Okay, I was about to say I'd like to see you walk over to me now. That's my first death. I gotta say, I am getting the hell beat out of me. Which honestly happens to be in all these games. If you guys know, you know. The end of our Dragon Age 2 playthrough. You know, the dodge in this, it also has almost like a kind of Kingdoms of Amalur vibe to it. Or am I crazy? Did somebody who made this game work on Kingdoms of Amalur? I'm just gonna ask. Like, did that shit happen? Because I feel like that might have been what happened here. God, I'd love to be able to interview like the devs here, but I'm a small content creator. Nobody would ever interview me. I said before the other night that like I would want to personally thank the people who wrote the dialogue for the gender affirming scene with the mirror, because I genuinely think that's great. Also, I'm gonna have words when we see another returning character. So far, Harding, Varric, Morgan, and Solus have all come back, but I think there's a few other ones that come back.
So we got your target.
Yes, the job's done.
Smells like blood. Ashes. Not done, not yet.
Time to go, bud.
Let's move. Lucanis?
Careful. They know we're not right.
You cannot see him. I wondered.
We clearly have things to discuss. Somewhere else.
Agreed. I think it's time I got some air. What happened here?
A message from Zara Renata. I can't believe it. You're home.
Sarah? Her people got this close?
The woman who runs the prison.
The Venatori witch who captured me.
Revenge for the breakout, maybe?
Where's Katerina?
She's...
The Venatori caught her in the confusion. I get one of you back, only to lose the other.
Someone killed the first Talon of the Crows now, after the gods escaped? That's not a coincidence.
Zara's been a thorn in our side before, and you said yourself, it could be revenge for your prison break.
No, Rook's right. The timing is suspicious for many reasons.
Think about it.
When I
Think
find
about
Zara, I'll ask her. You just got here, and already you want to leave again? Katerina gave me a contract. I'm not breaking the last deal she ever made. And I owe Rook. Once that's done, I'll come home.
I like this guy.
I'll return him in one piece.
Thank you. Cousin, when you find Zara, I need to be there.
We are under attack. Antam on one side and Avenatori on the other. Forget revenge. We need you.
No, Viago. Sara came for us here, in my house. She took Katerina from my house. You find her and cut her heart out, Lucanis. Vi and I will hold down the fort.
I'll give her your regards, Thea.
For Katerina.
The crows had lost a Talon, but the demon of Irantium was free at last. Sooner or later, debts new and old would come due.
These visuals are very impressive.
And they would all be paid.
You got a few
In
Overwatch
blood.
voice actors in this game. I wonder who they are. In a weird way, this guy,
They're
that
the same
Lucanis
thing.
almost kind of sounds like
Mostly,
Genji.
kind of.
Except
Or
one
Hanzo,
will
like one of
manipulate
those,
you,
like-
or kill you, or both.
More roguish, like
But
voice
how
actors.
do you get rid of them?
What's everyone talking about?
Spite.
Like the accents.
The
obviously
demon
very
in
different,
Lucanis. When a person gets possessed, the demon usually takes control.
And they turn into a monster. The spirit just molds them however they want.
but It didn't do it to
I've
win or
heard of
Anders.
abominations being cured by killing the demon in the Fade. That's not a sure bet, though.
Well, there's one way, but it's, well, we'd have to,
You'll have to kill me.
Oof.
Well, that's awkward.
No, I like her. She's fun. I want to talk to her.
Before we do, well, let's think this through some more. There has to be a solution.
I have people in Marathas I can ask, but I wouldn't get my hopes up.
All right. So what next?
Let me talk to them. I want to talk to her.
Lucanis!
Nope. It's fine. I'm fine.
What did he do that for?
Throwing a tantrum when he doesn't get his way?
But he could just take you over, make you do what he wants.
It's, not great, but
Is
kind
he
of
not a
good news,
mage?
in a way.
Because I would wonder how he could resist that possession if he's not. Maybe it's because he's not a mage.
You're bleeding. Maybe that's not fine?
He won't kill me. He cannot do that and get what he wants. Just give me a minute. He'll get bored once everyone leaves.
I know things have been complicated,
I like him.
but I'm glad you're here, Lucanis.
I'm fine.
Contract
man, who's definitely
aside,
not
I
fine.
owe you
Real.
a debt.
Lucanis.
Please.
I like that Rook is just standing in the middle, lightly looking back and forth while the nerds talk about technicalities. Rook is so much like Hawk, it's actually crazy.
There!
Just breaking things.
Hello, Meryl, too. It feels like the early game is going to be a little bit more balanced when I try my warrior playthrough.
Minrathous, the heart of Tevinter. Somehow the beat of it always pulls me back.
It's just how I left it.
It always is.
Do the Shadow Dragons know we're here?
Nev Gallus! You only turn up when you want news. Or you've got some.
Tarquin!
And it's Rook now, I hear.
Tarquin?
I thought you'd be gone for good.
How are things?
Same old Minrathous. Mages not letting us poor, ungifted wretches forget where we stand. You know the Viper.
I know he likes to make an entrance.
No one watches the rooftops.
Sure, that's what he says. So why the meeting? Is this about your work with Varric?
Something terrible got loose when we disrupted Solus's ritual. A pair of elven gods.
Gods?
They blighted a village in Arlathan, Demeter's Crossing.
There are venatory whispers about that place. Now we know why.
What's been happening in the city?
Underground sacrifices, dangerous relics flooding the black market. The cults gathering power.
Time to recruit a base shield user? Yeah, we gotta get a warrior.
You'd think people would reconsider their choices after surviving a citywide demon attack.
The cult hasn't changed. They want control of Tevinter and a return to the old ways. And if an ancient power promises just that, damn it. We were tracking a set of red lyrium relics before you got here. Smuggled in recently.
They enhance blood magic and can summon demons far too easily. We destroyed one and tore another off a slaver.
We think the third's right here in Docktown.
Docktown's my home. If it's got problems and I'm here, I can track this faster than anyone in the city.
Hold on. I'm happy to help.
It's fine. I can catch up with you.
We don't know where the gods are or what they're doing.
Is
We're
that
here
safe?
for help. It's fair I give some in return.
I feel like
The
that's
relics
not
don't
safe
play
for
nice
her.
with the Veil, and they resonate with each other. We destroyed the lyrium in the last one we found, but it should still track the third.
Give it to me. I'll get it done.
We'll keep eyes on the
Matthew
Venatori.
Mercer?
If there's a tie to these elven gods, we'll find it. And welcome home, Rook. Try not to get yourself run out of the city again.
He sounds like fucking Jotaro, doesn't he? Not the guy with the beard, the guy with the mask.
Ah, Rook.
I thought I'd give you time to settle in.
Why is my man so
It's not as though I had much to unpack.
Dude's the whole ass
All's
rig.
well. I would kill for a decent cup of coffee, though.
Have you? For coffee, I mean.
Not today.
Okay, wait, hang on. This is the guy who sounds like Jotaro. Doggy. Hello, Doggy. Tell me this isn't Matthew Mercer.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
We can help. We've recently had to deal with blight. Those darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
No, wait, it teleported us up.
Nice to see the Vipers still making waves around the city.
I hate
He
that
made
this
his
game
name
does this.
freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions.
It's very
He won't
annoying.
stop until slavery ends
It doesn't
in
ask
Tevinter.
me if I want to teleport to the next. I wanted to show you guys the thing that I noticed. Okay, so he's dressed up.
So the
and he has
Viper's
a
real
cape
name is
and
Asher?
A middle name.
hat that
He
kind of
calls
makes him
himself
look like
Viper for
Cassidy.
first impressions,
And
or so he says.
the dog next
What
to
do you
him looks
mean?
like Iggy from
Asher just
Stardust
doesn't
Crusaders.
have the same impact, does it?
So it's like, I think it's like 2 Matthew Mercer references in that little scene that I noticed, which is cool. That's a neat little nod, if that's intentional. Which it feels like it would be, right? Like, why would that dog be there? Why would it be the same colors as Iggy, you know?
I know a venatory ritual when I hear one, and I know they hate being interrupted.
Doesn't everybody kind of hate being interrupted? Nobody's ever like, wow, thanks for interrupting.